the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Pirates will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give from the gun. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Cross. Buys a little time with his feet. Throws into the middle of the field. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Off off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got a man. It's Davis. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Davis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but
he's loose. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
On first and goal, pulls it and runs to the right. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right out trying to get it in. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Now on the move. Diving for the end zone, and they knock it out. Touchdown Seminoles. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Cross. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. East Carolina, 7. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give on the option. Slips one guy, now he's loose. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, ECU. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Noles are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Noles! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that
of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oh, what vision. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Powers through the defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Cross. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zips it out to his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
To throw again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Steps away. Throwing, looking right. Complete downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield very late in the half. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Cross. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. sending the offense back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
To the air, it's Cross. Caught over the middle, it's Hooks. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dome. They'll go with a direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere. You forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that one.
Dropping back, it's Cross. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after him.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
And the Pirates will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To throw, it's Cross. Grabbed behind the line, it's Montgomery. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate, and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Looking to throw, it's Cross. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he dropped stuffed it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls in the deep ball. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The sure hands, it's Rigby. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me?
Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Cross. Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Pirates didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. A great catch and run for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Throws on the jet, and he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Knowles! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Cross. Fires to the big fella. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Montgomery. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Great place to start for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Handoff from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The Noles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.